Hi, Aquarius. This is your June reading. So let's see what messages the angels have for you for June. Looks like somebody's in a really egotistical phase right now. I don't know if that's you or somebody you're dealing with, but it's somebody who is willing to fight for everything at all costs. So the end goal is just winning, and it doesn't really matter who is defeated. So let's see. Is that your energy, Aquarius, or Page of Pentacles? Looks like maybe it's related to finances. So maybe you are in an energy of needing something new with finances, starting something new, a new business, and you are ready to just kind of give it everything to make it to the top. But just be careful because you never want to hurt anybody in the process. You got the Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune came out together, which tells me that it's divine timing right now, that you are at a very big crossroads. You are debating between two different paths and you're not really sure which one to go on. Also, when there's the Two of Swords, it tells me that sometimes you are debating on two different routes of communication, two different things that can be said or done. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you're debating between two different jobs or something. Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, but when he finally gets there and he makes it to the top. The Knight of Pentacles has really very solid energy behind him. He is a master in his craft, and he is ready for big things. So this looks like it may be, a lot of it might be job related. Looks like you've been watching something for a while, maybe watching, waiting for news, waiting to see where something is going to head, or how you're going to get there, watching people around you. Let's see what's happening, Aquarius. What are they watching? Page of Cups. You got a lot of pages in here. Pages tend to be very like a new, exciting, like a young, immature kind of energy, but immature in the sense of fresh and full of life and excitement. Yeah, you got that Five of Swords again. This has been happening with every reading this month. People getting, same cards pulled from different decks, and it's crazy because you see me shuffling right on it, and with 78 cards in each deck, it's really the likelihood of repetitive cards constantly coming out is, not very high. But it looks like you are, this time it came out with the Strength card. So it looks like you are trying to muster the strength to keep fighting for something that's yours. Page of Cups, though, came out too, and that's like I said, wanting something new, a new start emotionally. So maybe, I wonder if this is, let's see what else comes out before I intuitively read any of it. Let's see. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you may want to hold on to what it is that you have. Whether it be, generally Four of Pentacles has to do with being a little bit more stringent with your pockets, being a little more frugal, a little bit more of a saver right now. So maybe you are worried about this job thing, and that's why you're trying to kind of save so that you can take it to the top. You got the Eight of Swords and the Moon. Those together, they're both cards of illusion, but in different ways. With the Eight of Swords, you are under the illusion that you are bound to something or someone or a situation that you feel like you can't get yourself out of, but it's really your own mental imprisonment. It's not actually happening the way that you're thinking it is. And with this, you have the Moon. The Moon tells me that there are secrets maybe that are about to come to light, or you think that something is being kept from you. You're having dreams about it, and you're kind of living in your own head in a real state of worry. It looks like. Looks like you're extremely worried about something. Could be that financial situation. And it's almost like it's keeping you up at night. That's why maybe it came out with the moon too. You may not be sleeping as good as you should be. High Priestess, yeah, because something inside of you knows that something around you isn't good. Maybe that's where the fighting is coming from too, while you have the Five of Swords twice. You could be fighting maybe with a partner, and deep down, the High Priestess has amazing intuition, and the High Priestess knows what's good for her, what's not good for her, knows when to keep fighting, knows when to walk away. And maybe something in your intuition is telling you now that it's time to let it go, let the illusions go of what could have been, what was, and it's time to just kind of move forward. Let's see, Aquarius. All my signs have been having a lot of very strange energy. All of it between the eclipse that happened and then retrograde, and there's just a lot of energy that's really all over the place right now. People seem to be in the most confused states right now, with work, with relationships. Seven of Swords. It's where you're fighting, but you want to keep going because you still think that there's something worth the fight. It's, having that like hidden thing behind your back. But again, this is almost a card of illusion. See that moon in there? It's happening in the dark at night, almost under false pretenses. So I feel like you're very worried. You might be worried about a partner, potentially, that is not being faithful or something. That's the kind of card that I get, with that being together. Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Wands is somebody who likes to party, likes to have a good time, but is mature, knows her worth, knows the value that she brings to the table, knows that everybody is watching her and paying attention to her. Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning with money. So I feel like you are maybe trying to put yourself into that Queen of Wands energy when it comes to this new start financially. I think, like I said, I think you're very worried about finances right now, and worried if everything is going to work out. King of Swords, where it's almost become a full obsession. King of Swords energy is fully engrossed in what he's doing, like on repeat, repetitive, day and night. All he thinks about is accomplishing his goals. So, which is sometimes can be a good energy to be in mentally, but sometimes it's a little much. See, here go the repetitive cards again. Two of Swords came out. Yep, Two of Swords over here. Two of Swords is that crossroads. And I think there is a part of you that is debating between an old and a new. And it's become an obsession with trying to figure out maybe something having to do with a partner too. You got the Lovers on the bottom. So you may be debating between, two different partners, or ending something, or continuing, or whatever it might be. But you are definitely in a mental space right now where you are very confused. Let's see. Oh, you got Knight of Wands. Didn't you have that already too? The Knight of Wands is fast, reckless, doesn't always, use common sense, just kind of goes with the heart and the passion and the excitement of what's good. And a lot of times they're rushing towards something great, but you have to be careful, because Knight of Wands is the kind of energy that burns out just as quickly as he rushes in, is as quickly as he's out of town too, So be careful. Yeah, strength. Strength is a few things. Strength is literally what it says, is having the strength to keep pushing forward. But when you have strength, it's because you see the value in what's the potential of what's there. And strength is a major arcana card. So something tells me that your angels and your guides are with you more than you realize. And they're giving you the strength to figure out how to make these decisions. Because I think your ultimate goal is to be in this Nine of Pentacles energy, where you have everything that you want. You've put in all the work and you're starting to see all the benefits. You get to, this is where you get to reap what you sowed. And this is an energy of stability and wanting that financial stability. And I think that's where that conflict is coming from. Maybe you're trying to figure out a balance between work and home, and how to get to the financial, that financial top to put you into a good space. Let's see, what else is the June energy for Aquarius? Okay, you got a lot of major arcanas coming out, which means that, especially when it came out, when you had that Wheel of Fortune before, it means it's time for things to shift. Justice tells me that there is possibly some sort of legalities that you're waiting on, but whatever information you're waiting on is going to come in soon. The Chariot is very fast-moving energy, goes towards, its goals. But again, you have to be careful with the Chariot, because the Chariot comes in so quick. Sometimes it comes in sloppy, and there isn't a lot of thought, good thought. So with this confused energy, something intuitively tells me that you are not clearly asking the universe or telling the universe what you're ready for. You are getting a lot of static in, and you're getting a lot of different things coming in because you're putting it out into a lot of different places too. When you are very direct and very clear with the universe on what you want, that is what comes to you. That's what gets delivered. But when you are back and forth and toying with different ideas, and then you get a little bit of all of it, and that's why all of it seems right but all of it seems wrong, or because you're getting signs for everything, but at the same time you don't know which way to go because you think like all of it makes sense, and it's leaving you in a very conflicted space where I think the fighting is not even necessarily with anybody around you, but it's almost like you're fighting your own battle, like yourself. It's like you're becoming your own worst enemy. So you have to be really careful. But whatever it is, that this is very specific for a few of you that are waiting on some sort of legal something to end, or maybe that's where the money issue is coming in. Maybe child support is super high right now, or it's not enough if you're on the other side of it and you're waiting for something, or you're trying to figure out how to supplement it or something like that. But it looks like there is some sort of legal matter that has to be dealt with. So be cautious on paperwork that gets signed and stuff like that right now. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups came out again. I think you had, what did you have before? Did you have Knight of Cups? I think you may have. But yeah, with that, like I said before, with that Wheel of Fortune, it's time. It's time for some things to change now. The Knight of Cups is emotionally ready for something. The Knight of Cups has realized what went wrong in the past and is coming in with a better energy that's more solid, more emotional and less practical, coming more from the heart space than the head space. So maybe that's what you're waiting on info from too. If you're waiting on some sort of communication, maybe you're waiting on, your partner or whoever to maybe admit something or say something. Let's see. Five of Swords came out again, which I just was talking to you about with the conflict. And it came out together with the Five of Coins, which means feeling left out in the cold financially. I think this is where that struggle, that fight is coming from. I think you're struggling with yourself because you feel like something didn't end well. Something ended really poorly, a relationship, a job, whatever it is, left you in a lot of financial distress, and now you're trying to figure out how to climb out of it. But again, be careful about that Five of Swords energy, because sometimes when it comes too much from a place of ego, then it comes in, like I said, it happens sloppy, and it's not putting the right intention out with the universe, and you're not going to get back what it is that you're asking for because you're not asking clearly. But you're definitely feeling a little like heartbroken or betrayed by something. Three of Cups. You, in your heart, you want the celebration and you want the all the good things to come. I think you feel like you've been putting the work in, and I think you almost feel like a little slighted, like it doesn't matter what you're doing, like it never goes right. But again, I think it's only because you have to be in a clear union with everything, with heart, mind, body, soul, like all of it. The Three of Cups, I think, is when coming into union and happiness, but within yourself. That's the only way to set it out into the rest of the universe. It's the only way to have it come back to you, is for it to be balanced in order to have that celebratory energy, which you deserve. And like I said, you've put the work in for and everything, but it's time to to really focus. And like I said, and direct that energy out into the universe much more clearly. Don't live so much in your head. Sometimes things happen to us, the universe puts things in our head to shift because we are too stagnant. We are, not being clear. So the universe will kind of just throw so many things at you that you have no choice but to figure it out. And again, I think that's where that Wheel of Fortune comes in, is it's time to face what the universe is bringing to you and putting to light. With that Moon card and all that, it's things will surface, and will make it clearer which direction you need to go in. But you have to be clear in what you want too. Sacrifice. Maybe there's something that isn't worth it anymore, and it's time to just walk away so that you can clear the space. Figure out which of those things you don't really want, or what you do really want, and what has to be sacrificed in order for you to get there. There are those worth making. There are those that will destroy you, the sacrifices. It's time for you to go into that, that High Priestess energy that was there before, because the High Priestess knows deep down which direction to go in, how to get there, how to make it really pop, Like I said, with your last card being the Three of Cups, I think you really can get to that celebration. But it's a matter of, the Oracle card tells you to figure out where the sacrifices, what sacrifices have to be made in order for you to get there. Don't compromise yourself along the way, but figure out, where you have to let go a little and let the universe kind of guide you a little bit better. Like I said, make the intentions clear, put it out there, really know in your heart of hearts what it is that you want, and the universe will deliver. So I hope your June isn't quite as confusing as it looks like it might be, but it's okay, because at the end of it, I think you're going to really figure out what you want and figure out exactly how to get there. Good luck in June, Aquarius, and I will see you next month. Bye.